Hello, welcome to my quick shot of Citizen Kane. This is one of the most interesting films ever made. When I watched this, I thought that Citizen Kane was a real man that existed before this movie, and this movie was made to memorialize him, and that is why the stories in this movie were told by people that weren't him. But I stand corrected because when I finished the film, I searched on Google to see if he was a real man, and it turns out that Citizen Kane is a work of fiction and not actually a real character, which shocked me because his character felt so real. All the actions they used the black and white footage, how they don't have color back then in film, to their advantage, because many times in the film they use shadows as symbolism. There were some amazing shots with Citizen Kane and his shadow going over people, and a shift in shadow, how one guy, he would start off with the shadow on him and Citizen Kane would walk over and then the shadow would be on him. Definitely did this on purpose because of the way they utilize it in certain scenes but then don't use it in other scenes. So they definitely did. The reason why this movie is so great is because it's up to you to decide if Charlie Kane was a good person. It is told from many perspectives, so some stories show him as a great man, and people telling the stories think he is a great man, while on the other hand, the people that hated him told negative stories about him. My overall thoughts on this movie is it's a masterclass of a film because of the way it's written, shot, and acted. Definitely deserved this Oscar for Best Screenplay back then. Totally agree with that. I'm giving this film a 10 out of 10.
Are you coming, Charles?
No. I'm staying here. I can fight this all alone.
Charles, if you don't listen to reason, it may be too late.
Too late? For what? For you and this public thief to take the love of the people of this state away from me?
Charlie, you got other things to think about. Your little boy. You don't want him to read about you in the papers.
There's only one person in the world to decide what I'm going to do, and that's me.
You decided what you were going to do, Charles, some time ago.
You're making a bigger fool of yourself than I thought you would, Mr. Kane.
I've got nothing to talk to you about.
You're licked. Why don't you...
Get out. If you want to see me, have the warden write me a letter.
If there's anybody else that'd say what's going to happen to you, it'd be a lesson to you. Only you're going to need more than one lesson. You're going to get more than one lesson.
Don't worry about me, Geddes. Don't worry about me! I'm Charles Foster Kane! I'm no cheap, crooked politician trying to save himself from the consequences of his crimes!